Hi students, today we can learn about Archimedes principle. In this session, we will learn about buoyant force or upthrust, reason for upthrust, factors affecting the upthrust, and upthrust is equal to the weight of the displaced liquid, and finally the statement of Archimedes principle. What is buoyant force or upthrust? We all know that weight of an object is due to the Earth's gravitational force. The Earth's gravitational force pulls the object in downward direction. So, when an object is placed in air, the gravitational force acts on the object. If you want to lift this object in air, you have to apply an upward force which is equal to the weight of the object. But if the same object is placed inside a liquid, in addition to the downward force of gravity, an upward force also acts. This upward force is known as buoyant force. Force of gravity pulls the object downwards while the buoyant force pushes it upwards. So if we want to lift this object which is immersed inside the liquid, we need to apply only a smaller upward force because this force is already pushing it upwards. The object appears to be lighter when it is inside the liquid. The upward force exerted on a body by the fluid in which it is submerged is called upthrust or buoyant force. You can use the symbol FB to indicate buoyant force. B represents buoyant force. And this property of the liquid to exert an upward force on the body immersed in it is called buoyancy. What will be the SI unit of upthrust? Upthrust is a force. Therefore, SI unit is Newton. Whenever a body is immersed or submerged in a liquid, the weight of the object is acting vertically downwards, whereas the buoyant force is acting upwards. This buoyant force comes into picture only when the object is immersed partially or fully inside a liquid. Generally, we use the term fluid instead of liquid. Fluid means it includes liquids and gases. We understood that there is an upward force whenever an object is placed inside a fluid. What will be the reason for this upthrust? The liquid inside the vessel exerts pressure in all directions at all points, and this pressure is same at a point in all directions, either sideways or upwards or downwards. Also, pressure increases with depth from the surface of the liquid. As the depth increases, the pressure increases. Say the pressure at this point be P1 and at a depth h below the surface of water, let the pressure be P2. The pressure at P2 will be more because as depth increases, when the depth is more, pressure will be more. What is pressure? Pressure is equal to force by area. Therefore, force is equal to pressure into area. Between these 2 points, what will be the pressure difference? Pressure difference is P2 minus P1. Therefore, force F is equal to P2 minus P1 into A. This pressure difference is the cause for this force, and this upward force is known as buoyant force or upthrust. The pressure at both surfaces will be the same, almost the same, and this causes the object to sink into the liquid due to its own weight. The thrust on the side walls, they get cancelled because they are equivalent in magnitude and opposite in direction. For more clarity, please look at this diagram. The box is immersed in water. The weight of the box is acting vertically downward. The forces which acts on the side walls are equal in magnitude. This force and this force are equal in magnitude, but they are opposite in direction. One is in this direction and the other is in this direction. Therefore, it cancels out. What about the forces at the bottom face and on the top face? At the bottom face, the force is large because the pressure at this point is more when compared with the pressure at this point. The force here will be less. The difference between these two forces will push this up. A liquid contained in a vessel exerts pressure at all points and in all directions. The pressure at a point in a liquid is the same in all directions, upwards, downwards and sideways. It increases with the depth inside the liquid. When a body is immersed in a liquid, the thrust acting on the side walls of the body are neutralized as they are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction. However, the magnitudes of the pressure on the upper and lower faces are not equal. The difference in pressure on the upper and lower faces cause a net upward force or upthrust on the body. This upward force is equal to pressure into area. I hope you understood upthrust and the reason for upthrust. Now let us learn the factors affecting this upthrust. The first factor is volume. The volume of the body submerged in the fluid. The second factor is density. Density of the liquid or the fluid in which the body is immersed. You can easily remember these factors. The upthrust is directly proportional to the volume and it is also directly proportional to the density. The upthrust is directly proportional to the volume of the body submerged in the fluid. What do you mean by directly proportional to the volume of the body? If the volume is more, upthrust is more. Similarly, it is directly proportional to the density of the fluid in which the body is submerged. Upthrust is directly proportional to the density. When a body is immersed in a liquid, an upward force acts on the body. And if this upward force is greater than the weight of the body, this upward force will push the body upwards and the body will float. But if the weight of the body is more than the upward force, then that body will sink in the liquid. When a body is immersed in a liquid, a certain amount of liquid will be displaced. If you collect that amount of liquid in a beaker and you weigh that, you can see the weight of the liquid which is displaced is equal to the upthrust or the upward force. We know density is equal to mass by volume. Density is represented by the letter rho. Rho is equal to m by v, where m is the mass and v is the volume. Therefore, what is m? M is equal to rho into v. M is equal to rho v. We also know that weight of a body W is equal to mg. Weight is the force with which earth attracts that body. Substitute the value of m, that is m is equal to rho v in this expression. If you put in the place of m, if you put rho v, you can write W is equal to rho vg, where rho is the density, v is the volume and g is the acceleration due to gravity. Upthrust is equal to weight of the fluid displaced. That is, when a body is immersed in a liquid, upthrust on it due to liquid is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by the submerged part of the body. Weight of the liquid displaced is equal to V is equal to rho Vg. This weight is equal to the upthrust. Upthrust is indicated by FB, where rho is the density of the liquid, V is the volume of the body submerged in the liquid, and G is the acceleration due to gravity. From this expression, it is clear that the upthrust depends directly on the density and directly on the volume and directly on the acceleration due to gravity. You look at this diagram, a 5 kg weight is shown, and when it is immersed in a liquid, 2 kg of water is displaced. We know if 2 kg of water is displaced, the upthrust will be 2 kg. Then what will be the apparent weight of this object? The original weight was 5 kg. The upthrust is 2 kg. Therefore, the apparent weight will be 5 minus 2, which is 3 kg. Upthrust is equal to the weight of the water displaced. This is Archimedes' principle. Archimedes' principle states that when a body is immersed partially or completely in a liquid, it experiences an upthrust which is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it. Some of the applications of Archimedes' principle are ships and submarines, hydrometer, hot air balloon. Hydrometer is an instrument that is used to determine the density of any liquid. In hot air balloon, when the air in the surrounding is greater than the balloon's weight, the balloon rises in the air. Ships and submarines also uses the Archimedes principle. Let us summarize what we learned. We learned about the upward force or the upthrust. The upward force exerted on a body by a fluid in which it is submerged is called buoyant force, represented by FB. And this upthrust is directly proportional to the volume of the body submerged in the fluid. And it is also directly proportional to the density of the fluid in which the body is submerged. Also, we learned upthrust is equal to weight of the fluid displaced, and that is equal to rho Vg. The factors that affect the upthrust are density, volume, and the acceleration due to gravity. Please note that the upthrust is directly proportional to the density of the fluid. Okay, if the body is of average density greater than that of the liquid, sink in it. That means if the density of the body is greater than that of the liquid, definitely the body should sink in it. If the bodies are having the density equal or smaller or lesser than that of the liquid, then it must float. Upthrust will be equal to the weight of the fluid displaced when an object is immersed in a fluid. Now, Archimedes' principle states that when a body is immersed partially or completely in a liquid, it experiences an upthrust, and this upthrust is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by it. Ships and submarines, hydrometers, etc. uses this Archimedes principle. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please share with your friends.